take this opportunity to report that at the moment, Meru County has had 2 confirmed cases, and by extension, we are also having a 3rd case that I'm calling a referral case from Mombasa. The first case, which was confirmed on 16th May, was a case regarding a 23-year-old female who comes from Egonji in Imenti South and works in Kisima in Bore West sub-county. The case is asymptomatic, and it was picked out of our routine target testing by our health personnel. Out of that first case, we've been able to identify or to trace 17 contacts that have been placed in our quarantine center at KMTC. And in addition, we've also been able to trace 15 cases which have been put on voluntary quarantine at home. The 15 people that have been put on self-quarantine are close members of the case in point. All the cases, both in the mandatory quarantine and in the voluntary quarantine, have been tested, and the results are pending. On the second case is a case of that 5-year-old male coming from Getibine in Imenti North sub-county. This case was identified, or rather was picked on 18th, that is the 18th of this month, and it was also asymptomatic. And this case was as a result of interaction with a confirmed case in Garissa County. A confirmed case in Garissa led us to this contact, and upon testing the contact turned positive. As a result of that, we've been able to trace a total of 20 contacts, which have also been put on quarantine at KMTC. And in addition, we've also been able to identify 8 contacts that have been put on self-quarantine at home. Likewise, all the contacts, both in mandatory quarantine and in voluntary quarantine, have been tested, and we are waiting the results. The 3rd case is the case that I'm saying is a referral case from Mombasa. I'm calling it a referral case because this case is of a 38-year-old male who works as a truck driver. He was tested in Mombasa County, and after the testing, he made a journey, what I would call a tour of duty. He came to Meru in the course of his work. And it is while he was here in Meru yesterday that we were notified of the situation. And I'm happy to report that we have been able to get the person. We have put him in our medical care isolation center in Meru level 5. And the case is also asymptomatic, and it is being managed at the Meru level 5. We have also started contact tracing on that particular case, and you realize that now we shall have twofold in terms of contact tracing. One, the contact tracing here in Meru, that is the people that he interacted with in the course of his duty. And also the Mombasa team We'll also do contact tracing where he resides and his interactions in Mombasa. Donation of both food items and other material items within the Meru County is very clear. All the donations are being channeled through the county response team, and upon receipt by the county response team, the same is managed by the sub-county response teams. So far, we've not had any problem in either receiving or distributing whether either food or non-food items within the county. But I would still appeal that those who are willing to give assistance to our population, we are open. You can approach us and we shall be able to assist you or arrange for you how your assistance can reach our citizens. Remember, quarantine was not to be an alternative of the cells. Quarantine, we are taking people to quarantine those that we feel that the contravention that they have done on the public health regulations are or is actually a conduit or is a possibility or is promoting the spread of the disease. Yes. So we have a total of 23 to be precise. And we are still ongoing with the same. But the issue is this contravention assisting the spread of COVID-19? If yes, quarantine. If not, the normal legal process takes place.